Like, I don't want to just go on a rant about this car because it's not a bad car. It just pisses me off. It got a 9 out of 10 on Kelley Blue Book. How? How? Who did this? Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am in a 2016 Chevy Malibu LTZ. Up front is a 2.5 liter inline 4, and down below is a 6-speed automatic gearbox. So first and foremost, let's talk about that 2.5 liter engine. It is pretty peppy, but the transmission is not a fan. What was that? About that 2.5 liter engine, it has something called auto stop, which is an eco feature meant to stop the engine when the car is stopped. And I'll give you a listen here. To a stop, and it's off. The engine actually turns off at stoplights. Why? It even says on the dash, it says auto stop. So this is Chevy's way of making the car a little bit better on gas, so you're not sitting at lights and idling, which in theory works. But also, skipping meals in theory will make you skinnier. But it's not the healthiest, and it's not the best way to lose weight, much like it's not the best way to save gas, just turning on and off. Not to mention, you then lose your heat, you lose your air conditioning, and potentially, if you sit too long at a light, you could run your battery down, which is just not good for your battery. Alright, so I'm gonna let the engine start to turn off, and then I'm gonna hit the gas, and we're gonna see what happens. I feel like I should have both hands on the wheel for this, because it's not gonna like me. Get that nice little heel toe. Oh! Nope, did not like that. It was not a fan. Wow, that is annoying. So let's get back to that transmission that seems to hate the world. You can put it down into manual mode, and then you shift with a plus and a minus sign on top of the shifter. So it's not the manliest, as I will now demonstrate. That's it. That's what you do. I get it. It's nice that you get that feature that you can shift it. If you wanted to hold it in first gear or whatever, I don't know if you're really going to do any mad decent burnouts in this thing, but if you wanted to hold it in a gear, you could, but driving around, shifting, it's absolutely no fun. Just get a manual. Come on. So in terms of performance, I'll have to give it probably a 6 out of 10. It is peppy, it is peppier than most cars, and it's peppier than you'd think, but that auto shutoff is honestly so annoying that it ruins the entire car for me. As a car enthusiast, there, it started up, thank you. As a car enthusiast, it's really annoying that it keeps turning off and turning back on. And granted, it turns on relatively quickly, but not as fast as if a car was still just idling. In terms of interior, this interior actually is pretty nice, although you do get this weird fake wood. I don't know what it even is. It's plastic. It's not real wood, but it doesn't look quite like wood. I don't actually know what the material is. It looks weird to me. But other than the badging and the giant Chevy symbol for the MyLink on the center dash, it really does feel like a Cadillac's interior. Now, if you know, Cadillac and Chevy are made by GM. They're made by the same company, so obviously they share a lot of parts. But it honestly does feel like a nice place to be, and it feels like that quality of Cadillac. In terms of amenities, you get the very nice entertainment system, which can actually open up. I don't know why, but it's a little storage container if you like it. You have heated seats, obviously power windows, mirrors, all of the little gizmos that are pretty standard on cars nowadays. It also has the capability of 4G LTE Wi-Fi along with Sirius XM radio standard. In terms of interior, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Very comfortable, very Cadillac-like. But it's obviously no Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's not going to get a 10 out of 10 interior, but I would be very comfortable in this car for a multiple hour road trip. I'd be pretty comfortable in this car commuting. It's a very comfortable car. You also get remote start, which is really nice for here in the Midwest, where you can stay inside your house and start it when it's really cold. Now, the 2016 Malibu was the last year before, obviously, the 2017 Malibu, which got a facelift and now looks like one of the characters from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like, seriously, they look very similar. So, why would someone buy a 2016 Chevy Malibu LTZ? Well, honestly, if you buy one of these cars, you probably don't like cars. And what I mean by that is, this isn't a car for a car enthusiast. That engine pisses me off. And although you can shut it off, it's still really annoying that it even wants to do that, or that's even a thing. And the engine turned off again. This is the kind of car for someone who's been commuting for a couple years now. They're looking for a new car and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna get that upgraded trim level. I'm gonna get a little bit bigger car. I'm gonna get the leather package. I'm gonna get all of these things so their daily commute is a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more spacious, and you know, they don't hate themselves for choosing a job that's an hour and a half each way. So is this a decent car? Yeah, it's a decent car. It'll get you where you need to go in relative comfort and with a little bit extra peppiness than, say, a Chevy Cavalier. But if you're a real car enthusiast, you're probably not gonna like this car. This is the kind of car that you own if you also own an RX-7, because they are not reliable and they might not start in the morning, but this thing will. This thing will get you to your job in comfort, so you can then later break your spine in your cut-coiled Civic or whatever project car you want to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the 2016 Chevy Malibu LTZ, please leave it in the comment section down below or shoot me an email. Take care, guys. He didn't pull out. Boom!